What's up, everybody? We got some pretty big news when it comes to Superman Legacy and the casting. I usually don't like looking into casting, but this is really interesting because we did earlier talk about the direction James Gunn wants to go with Superman, what he was looking for in the actor, because he wanted Superman to be this guy that could just give you a hug, just exudes that warmth and friendliness, right? So I'm going to pull this article from Deadline, and let's check this out. Superman Legacy in-person screen tests on the horizon as Warner Brothers and James Gunn get closer to finding Clark Kent and Lois Lane. As we'll see in the article, they narrowed it down to 3 people, 3 Clarks and 3 Lois Lanes. So we have a good idea of what they're looking for. Following months of going through dozens of audition tapes, Warner Bros. And DC Films look to be getting closer to finding the stars of their Superman Legacy movie, as a second round of testing looks to be imminent. Second round, so they've gotten through the first round. Insiders close to the process say the first in-person test with DC co-heads Peter Safran and James Gunn, who is writing and directing the pick, will take place around Father's Day weekend or the Monday or Tuesday after, with Nicholas Hoult, Beast from X-Men, David Corenswet, that's the guy that I've been seeing his name being thrown around a lot for this, and Tom Brittany are expected to test for Clark Kent, aka Superman. And Emma Mackey, Rachel Brosnahan, and Phoebe Dynevor testing for Lois Lane. Sources add that some of the test deals are still being negotiated and haven't all closed. But as of now, these are the names expected to participate in the auditions. So, I mean, Nicholas Hoult as Superman. So when I see this, I feel like I've seen Nicholas Hoult being thrown in for Superman and even Batman in some DC movies. I don't know which ones, years ago. He's a bit skinny. I mean, he looks cool with slick backed hair and everything, but he looks a bit skinny, man. I mean, he doesn't. Do you want this guy to give you a hug and you'll feel safe that he's going to protect you? I don't know. I don't know. David Cornswet is the guy that I've been seeing most often. Again, he's on the slimmer side, you know. He's got some muscle and he can put on more muscle. But coming off of Henry Cavill, I can see the look, right? But and he also looks extremely young. He looks very young. I mean, I don't know. He looks pretty young, right? And if we're talking about a Batman that's already at the stage of Damian Wayne, as far as I know, that means he should be in his early 40s. And if we're going with a Superman this young, he already has his career in Metropolis, so he could be in his early 30s. So are we doing this 10-year gap between Superman and Batman? Are we doing this huge age gap? I don't want that again. We just had that in the DCEU. I want Superman and Batman to be somewhat comparable in age. You know, maybe 5-6 year difference, or, you know, around there. Okay, you know, but we're going all the way up to like a 10. Like, I don't know. We'll see. And Tom Brittany. I mean, he's got the jawline. I mean, you could put contacts, change his hairstyle completely, but I feel like there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I feel like I did see a picture of him with slick back hair or something like that. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like this guy has the best bet, right? For Superman, for Clark Kent. Emma Mackey, I looked through all of the pictures. Out of all of them, Emma Mackey, 100%. I would go with Emma Mackey for Lois Lane. Easily. Not just because she already has the brunette, she already has the brown hair, but I could see her easily being Lois Lane, right? Because if we're going with this guy, you don't want someone that looks too old. Like, she looks much more womanly. He looks like a boy. He has more boyish features. You know what I mean? So, you know, she looks physically bigger. Like, her jaw, her face looks bigger than this guy. I don't know. Maybe standing side by side, he'll be bigger, but I feel like she'll be a more comparable Lois Lane to this guy's Clark Kent. And this is Phoebe. I don't know, man. Emma Mackey seems to be the go-to for me. I feel like she's the best. She's clearly the best for Lois Lane out of these three. And this guy, he's clearly the best for Superman, for Clark Kent out of these three, but I'm still not sold on this guy, especially coming off of Henry Cavill. Like, he could have been perfect, dude. Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck could have been perfect Superman, Batman if they were written properly. So look at that, dude. So back at the article, DC Studios had no comment on the second round of tests. Deadline had reported last month these were among the names that had submitted audition tapes, and that execs had only just begun watching each tape, especially Gunn, who only recently wrapped his press tour for Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Gunn had let it be known he wanted to be thorough and watch each tape. And his name, a lot is riding on this movie. This is going to set off the DCU, and James Gunn is directing and writing it, so, I mean, this has got to be perfect. And over that time, those names rose to the top as the short list was created. As for the roles such as Lex Luthor and Jimmy Olsen, those decisions will likely happen after decisions are made on Superman and Lois. More to come. So, what do you guys think? Out of these three, I got to go with this guy, David Corenswet, for Superman. And out of these three, I got to go with Emma Mackey for Lois Lane. Lois Lane is a much easier decision between these three. I mean, this is an easy decision too, but I'm still not 100% sold on this guy. I'm still not. He doesn't have the stature, man. He's got a. How tall is this guy? David Corenswet. Oh, he's 6'4". He's tall. Okay. All right, this guy is tall. He just needs to put on a bit more size, and we could be good, man. I don't know anything about how well these people can act. So you guys got to fill me in on that. But let me know your thoughts about this. For me, if out of these six, I'm going David Corenswet and Emma Mackey. Which would you choose out of these six? Which Superman and which Lois Lane? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.